Hey, you. No, not move. No, not you. You behind you. Yeah, that one. I know you got a great idea, and I'm going to tell you what to do with it. You should turn it into reality with Squarespace, where anything is possible. Squarespace makes it easier than ever to launch whatever your idea is, whether it's a passion product or a store or like a gallery or something fun like that, into a website all your own. You got all kinds of templates that look great to choose from, and pretty much anything that you want to customize, you can. They also have a 24/7 award-winning customer support line. So if you get confused, you can call them up and they will be right there ready and willing to help you. So head to squarespace.com/read for a free trial. When you're ready to launch, use the offer code READ to save 10% off of your first purchase of a website or a domain. Let them know that we sent you, and let's start the show. She's got her hands,
oh Lord,
all on her knees, and then her bows on her thighs. She likes to twerk, and that's for certain, 'cause I can tell that she's fine. She got me hype. I wanna buy her right now. Yeah, yeah.
You better
Say hi. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, look at Shawty snap. Niggas in the clubs, but it does when it's back. High heels on, right on time. Okay.
That might be the most beautiful rendition of a Yin Yang Twin song that ever existed.
Goddamn, look at Shawty, she making it edgy.
Now I want to hear it. Like right now I feel like playing it. Thank you so much.
Welcome back to the show, everyone. This is The Read. I am Candy Ferocity.
And I am Spirit. Let's not talk about Candy Ferocity. My
Spoiler.
feelings. Okay. All right. Spoilers.
Pose spoilers. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I am beside myself. Nothing can console me.
I actually had to turn it off halfway through because I had a feeling what was going to happen. And I was like, I'm actually not ready for this. Like, I'm not ready to dream about Candy Ferocity and like cry all throughout the night. So I'm going to have to come back to this later. But yeah, I already know what they did and I'm devastated. I know Angelica's already like booked on another show. And so it's not like anything against her as an actress and she'll be fine. But like, as for me and my feelings and the storyline.
They chose Candy, I feel like, to really dig in deep. You know what I'm saying?
They knew we loved her.
It's like, the reason that shit hurts so bad is because, of course, we're huge fans of Candy and Angelica and they love the character and all of that stuff. But it's like, typically in shows and stuff like that, when some of my favorite characters pass, or they get killed off or whatever, I can like tell myself, it's just a show, nigga, calm down.
Right.
Like, it's just a TV show. But this, like, I was out of it because it's like, this is real life. This is not just a character dying in a show. This is a message about something that is constant.
Right.
That, like I said before, is a crisis. And so it was, little child.
I cannot. No, God, I was not ready.
I was ready to wear some Mary J. Blige glasses over here because I was just like, I'm in mourning. Yeah,
I was like highly emotional, but I'm going to finish it tonight when I go home and, just cry myself to sleep because this fucking show, man, I love Pose.
It's very good. I cry every week.
And that's the marker of a good show. Anything that can make me emotional with my cold-hearted ass.
And they warned the girls prior to this episode too, like, oh, tissues. I'm like, but wait, I cry when you don't want me.
So what you mean, girl?
Oh, God.
Oh, it was too much.
Well, this week in Black Excellence, congratulations on that second series regular role, Angelica Ross, by the way.
That's right, girl.
American Horror Story, 1984. It debuts in September.
I think so. I think that's what when it comes out.
excited to see what that's about because I am an American Horror fan.
Ooh. I am a peek through the fingertips American Horror viewer. Like, and most times, last time I watched American Horror Story, I think Lady Gaga was on it.
Oh, she was on it a couple.
It was like some twice. Kind of sex murder hotel or something.
Oh, hotel.
Oh, okay. It was hotel. Now that shit was fucking crazy.
Yeah, that was an odd season.
Yikes. Oh, bitch, I was so frightened.
I wonder if Billy Porter's going to be in the next season too, because he was in the last one.
Oh, I don't know.
I mean,
we'll see.
I hope so, because they didn't bring Sarah Paulson's not coming back.
Oh, I did see that, and I saw a bunch of people be like, "Well, so why am I coming back?" But I think Angelica will help a lot of us be like, "Oh, okay, bitch, I'm tuning in."
Oh, I've decided.
Right.
You know, I was
here
probably
I
gonna
am.
look at it.
No,
anyway.
Here I am.
So also Jaden Smith launched a pop-up food truck / restaurant. It's called the I Love You restaurant. And they've been supplying food, vegan food specifically, for free to homeless people in LA. Downtown LA specifically is where they launched their first pop-up. Jaden says there will be, this is the first of many. This was like, I think the day before he turned 21.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you saw his whole ass family posting all of those.
I did.
Highly produced, super expensive, fantastic journey ass videos
I mean,
they always post of each other.
His mom in that choreography alone, up on that hill by that statue. Did you see that?
Yes.
I said, I absolutely was not ready for Jada to come fully out swinging.
I believe Jada is my first celebrity stan moment.
Looking like a soft stud. I kind of had a crush. I was like, you kind of are doing it for me right now. Yeah, you kind of doing it for me right now. You are.
Sure.
But the video she posted on his actual birthday, that slideshow with the music and everything, nigga.
I don't know if it was Will or Jada who posted it, but one of them posted like a little clip or montage of clips that it featured Jaden coming out at like 1 or 2 years old on Oprah, where he was in that little suit.
Oh.
And I was like, oh God, don't get me to tearing up.
Man, because I remember that. Okay.
Yeah.
His little self.
I was like, how old am I?
Right. That's right. That's right.
Wow. Well, all right. Here we are. Well,
that's so great, Jaden.
Between this and like all of the work he's been doing with Just Water, that water line that he launched and sending water to Flint and all of this, and I like his EP album thing that just I don't know if to call them albums, EPs, mixtape. Yeah. I don't know what to call these things anymore, but I enjoyed it. So shout out to Jaden, I stand.
That's great. I mean, and vegan food on top of that.
Right.
It's like really thoughtful because anybody can eat vegan, but everybody can't eat meat or dairy or what the fuck ever. So it's just like really thoughtful and so dope. So shout out to you, Jaden.
So this week in our pop culture segment, which is titled Hot Tops, the whole 9 yards. Lots to discuss, I think.
Yeah, let's dive on in.
So first of all, Beyonce is here. She's here again. And I mean,
that's right.
The nerve of this woman.
The motherfucking audacity of this lady.
So the Lion King premiere. The Lion King premiere just happened, I think, yesterday. Maybe. All the girls were there, except me.
Me as well.
And,
but everybody I know.
Right. So everyone looked fantastic and got to see the movie and I heard it's fantastic or whatever. And I can't wait to go and ball the whole last time for the entire running time. I'm going to weep in each scene. I already know it.
Okay.
But on top of that, Disney announces that Beyonce is producing and curating an album alongside the film.
Of course she is.
Called The Lion King, The Gift.
Because it is me, Beyonce, the gift.
And her face on the cover of this shit,
nigga,
is looking like, yeah, bitch, that's what I said.
And I said what the fuck I said.
You're actually welcome.
Right.
So,
her and Nala, okay? And she just looking like, yes, bitch. It's me.
Questions?
And here I am.
You want to get answers? So,
and released the single at midnight. She knew we would be thirsting. She knew it.
I can't stand her. Spirit gives me, hear me out.
Okay.
I feel like some of y'all gonna roll your eyes. I don't care if you don't agree with me.
Okay.
It reminds me of Will You Be There by Michael Jackson.
Okay.
No?
I mean, I have to say, I did not think
like
that.
The beat
I didn't.
And maybe the choir.
Yeah, maybe it's the right. Okay. I see what you're saying. Definitely
like
didn't
melodically, there's
Right.
no similarities. But I think there's something about that beat and the choir singing behind her that reminds me of Free Willy.
Okay. I see it, although I did not think
I'm
that
standing
when I
behind my
initially
opinion.
heard it. Right. I just, honestly, when I first pressed play and I had it like on the Bose, so it was like all extra loud
Oh,
and
you went
everything.
off.
I did. It was like a movie theater experience. I said, oh, you know what this bitch is doing? Coming for
Singing.
her Oscar.
Yeah.
She's coming for her motherfucking Oscar, bitch. She is. It was just like, it is majestic, really, when you listen to it. And I heard that she has all these like African producers and musicians and stuff working on the album.
Mm-hmm.
And you could even hear that in this first single. It was like, yeah, girl. So the gift will actually be Mother Africa. Hope you bitches are ready. You don't deserve it, but I'm giving it to you anyway. And so I'm just like,
I do what I want.
right.
You know?
Like, this is what I do.
Yes.
And so Blue Ivy produced a few of the tracks.
Hello.
It is what it is.
Her opinion means a lot to me.
That's right.
But that's simply the only one.
Rumi and Sarah on background vocals, as one would expect.
Sir Security. And we don't care about anything.
And
over
it
here.
is what the fuck it is. But yeah, it is. She's singing down like she always does.
Wow.
But yeah, the song itself, I'm just like, my girl is going to be on the Oscar stage performing this shit next
She
year.
said this is Sonic Cinema.
Nigga, that's exactly what I just said. Yo, my third eye.
This is a new experience of storytelling. I wanted to do more than find a collection of songs that were inspired by the film. It is a mixture of genres and collaboration that isn't one sound. It is influenced by everything
God
from
damn
R&B,
it.
pop, hip hop, and Afrobeat.
Yes!
It also seems to say here, and you bitches will get glad. You're welcome for all of these things and more. And none of you bitches can ever in your life even dream.
Okay.
It doesn't say that.
But it might as well
It
because
should.
it's still true.
I want it to.
None of y'all can touch Blue Ivy or Beyonce's blazer hem dresses. Like, y'all can't touch. When I saw that they were matching, like same style of
I
outfit,
said, of course.
I really could. At first, I was like, I don't know if I like this look. And then I saw better photos of it. I saw that what I thought was finger waves was actually braids.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
when I started to stand. I was like, oh, wait a minute, bitch.
I actually thought they were finger waves the first two and lived, but then I was like, does Mama have finger waves? Like,
Yeah.
I sat back and was like, wait, does Mama have finger waves?
But
Did she
you
go
know-
there?
Okay,
And
right.
then I realized
I'm
it wasn't.
But, you know, this might actually even be blacker. Like, braids in the style of finger waves might actually be a blacker choice.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just screamed when I saw Blue Ivy leading her fan down the carpet and them just being adorable together. And
The gift.
right. The fact that she literally was like, we all know what it is. We all know who I am. So let's just call a spade and move on with our lives. Thank you so much. Available on all platforms right now. Not even going to play y'all with that title only shit for the first 24 hours. You can have it right now, whatever dusty ass platform you listen to. And you're welcome.
Disney was really, really pressing this whole all platforms thing. But, you know, at the end of the day, I spoke to Lin-Manuel and, you know, he was just like, girl, just go for it. And I was like, you know what? I respect what you have
You
to
right,
say
Lin-Manuel.
as an artist and a
You
visionary.
right.
So fun. Like, whatever. The Gift.
I can't wait.
Out the same day as the movie, which means I, the nerd and Beyonce stan that I am, get this album, a Beyonce album. I'm calling it a Beyonce album. That's what it is. And The Lion King and Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 on the same day.
What is Marvel
I'm
Ultimate
happy.
Alliance?
Alliance.
Alliance. Oh, okay.
For the Nintendo Switch exclusively. That is
Oh,
going to be
wow.
a magic Friday.
Do I need that game? Is it a fighting game like blood and stuff?
There's no blood in it,
Okay.
but it's cute. I think you maybe check out videos of it.
Okay.
See how you feel. That's
right.
what I do.
I want to hear Chloe and Halle's song on this album because I know they have one.
I mean,
I
duh.
know they do.
They simply do.
I know they do. And I can't wait. Just
In fact, I imagine the Little
Oh,
Mermaid
man.
soundtrack will be called The Present or
the future.
something like that. You know, I don't know.
The Afro future.
Sure.
Why not?
On the other side of the Carter household, Mr. Sean Carter is investing in the cannabis business for us, by us.
What?
So he's joining a cannabis company called Caliva, C-A-L. Eva like sativa,
Okay.
not like Pigford.
Well, that looks like Caliva.
I know, but I figured it's Khalifa.
No, I think you're right. Yeah, I think you're right.
Which lets me, I feel like, Wiz Khalifa needs to do like maybe be a spokesperson for him. But is strain in there? Doesn't he have a strain?
Wow, you go to their website and the Jay-Z news is on the fucking homepage.
Why wouldn't it be?
Wow.
I bet Drake is on the homepage of Cargo for Us or whatever the fuck that jet line is called.
Oh, this is great.
He's joining the company as their chief brand strategist.
Oh, what do that do?
Multi-year partnership. And apparently, according to Rolling Stone, it says the rapper will help with the company with creative decisions, outreach efforts, and strategy. Though a big component of his role will focus on the social justice issues surrounding legalization.
Oh, so freeing niggas who got caught up for weed.
Literally freeing my niggas.
Yes.
And putting them in the business.
Yes.
I can't stand any further.
Oh my God.
Jay-Z is like, hopefully the rest of you niggas out here holding wads of money to your ear or whatever the fuck he dissed y'all for. He's like, hopefully y'all like catch up. But I'm just going to like invest in all of these places that white people are trying to keep us out of and hope that y'all figure it out on the way.
Man.
I can't.
And freeing niggas and then giving them a job, doing what they do well anyway.
What they were simply doing.
Mr. Carter.
Now all you white folks,
understand, but
the Beehive is still healing. The Beehive is still healing.
We're still a little sensitive.
I mean, I've been forgave the niggas.
He said, haters, please forgive me. I'm working on it. But this goes a long way in my heart. It does. That nigga came up in
sandcastles and I was like, this is all I needed to know. I needed to know where I needed to be, what side I needed to be on. Okay, you cool, I'm cool.
No, that's not me. But this is great.
Yeah, I can't stand any further. What else does it say here? Jay-Z's efforts in this realm will include advocacy, job training, and overall employee and workforce development. He said, anything I do, I want to do correctly and at the highest level with all the potential in the cannabis industry. And I mean, you're going to make enough money from me if we get to that.
Don't play with me because I'll be buying all my weed from the black-owned spot. All of it, okay? Supporting the niggas who got locked up for doing stuff that white teenagers are making millions off of and getting profiles on magazines and shit for. I'm like, I know I'm not the only bitch who remember, like, the big old anti-drug wave in the 90s and it being like very heavily focused on weed, not just weed, but like it being like weed is terrible. Weed is a gateway drug. Weed will ruin your kids and blah, blah, blah. Pot,
I definitely remember like the cartoon marijuana plant during the DARE seminar.
Yeah. And so to see like weed turn into cannabis and this whole industry that white people are all extra excited about and all this shit. And it's like, but y'all literally have locked up thousands upon thousands of black people.
White people already got their weed Apple stores and they're just, it's no big,
right.
We love pot.
And they do everything they can to keep us out of the, they try to keep us out of the legalized like industry too.
Absolutely.
It's expensive as fuck to get licenses. They only give out so many. You have to jump through all these hoops and shit. So it's already like, they do everything they can to keep us out of something while also like criminalizing us for doing the same thing they've been doing. So to see Jay-Z use his massive amount of money and influence towards, trying to correct that horrible injustice is phenomenal. So good for you, Mr. Carter.
He said, hold my tins.
Okay, no, he didn't say
with
that.
all the potential in the cannabis industry, Khalifa's expertise and ethos make them the best partners for this endeavor, which told me that he went around and told them what the plan was.
Yes.
And the girls with the right deal who was like, oh yeah, we love the blacks.
Yeah.
He was like, cool.
We have a spirit of negrosity over here.
Because he was really like, so my plan is to fix where y'all got us fucked up at.
Just like Beyonce at Adidas.
Who's down?
Beyonce walked into Adidas like, I'm literally doing whatever I want.
The end.
You bitches are either with it or not. Every other brand wants to work with me. So you let me know.
I mean, I'm going to be fine. So
regardless,
you shoot your shot.
Yes. This is really good though. Like this is something that will genuinely make a difference in the lives of black people. So
and I mean,
I'm very glad.
Bring it over here. I don't know how we're going.
As soon as they legalize it, y'all. Isn't it legal in Jersey?
From my app.
Or are they about to legalize it in Jersey?
Like
it's one or the other. Man, New York need to quit playing.
I think Chicago just got it.
Yeah, it'll go into effect in January.
Shout out to Chi-Town. You deserve.
Like I needed another reason to go to Chicago.
Hello. So this one is so fun for me.
Okay.
And maybe for you. I don't know if you heard about this. So when I read this post on Erykah Badu's Instagram.
Oh my God.
I was I was 98% sure that this was a joke.
Yeah, me too.
That other 2% was equally entertaining.
I said, is this like some inside joke between her and his mama? What is this? She being funny? She trolling us? She's hacked? What is it?
So, Erykah Badu posts this photo with herself and Ricky Smiley. All smiles, no pun intended. The caption, I mean, they're smiling. The caption says from Erykah, oh God, this is so great. This guy I love, period. But his mama won't get out our business. She was at my show in Dallas waiting backstage to fight me again.
Me again is what took me out.
And I'm tired of it. In all caps, it says, sis, relax. We had 3 fights and I keep laying that ass down. But this time that bitch got me in the jaw. I didn't recognize her because she was blending in with Mary J. Blige dancers. Her body looked young because of crack. I pressed charges and they let her right back out.
What?
Now every time I get to the last song on my set, I start taking off my jewelry on stage. I got anxiety. I'm tired. Just tired. She still lift weights. Yes, in 2019. I don't give a damn. I swear I'm going to rock her ass if she square up on me one more again. About to see what this hoe made of. At Ricky Smiley with 5 hearts. And that's why we broke up. And then there are just a huge list of hashtags.
Oh my God.
Some of them, my favorite, say hashtag sick of his mama, hashtag eat with her mouth open, window seat head ass, stop playing on my phone, bitch.
That's what made me feel like it was a joke. Like all these hashtags and everything, sis.
No, yeah, she's fully like...
Right, and the words are funny. Like, this is hilarious. But girl...
Erykah Badu, man.
Did she at all come back and clean it up? Did Ricky Smiley say anything?
No, I think that like you either get it or you don't.
Okay.
And that's the best kind of comedy.
It is.
You know, but like I think that it's obvious that she's roasting his mama and that's just the thing that they do. I never want to get into a roasting session of any kind with Erykah Badu. I feel like she's built for it, you know?
Right.
I feel like I'm going to take it seriously and call my mama for real and like cry. I also feel like Erykah Badu has the capability to like punch me in my face and then sing a song about why I needed it and then get a thanks from me. Like I just, there's something about her that is otherworldly.
I needed that adjustment. You're right, sis. And I feel better now that it's done.
I feel in my place. Yes.
I mean, I've just never heard of crack keeping anybody's body young. That's where I was like, she's bullshitting us.
That's where the 2% came in. Because like, her body looked young because of the crack.
Like, wait a minute now. It's usually the opposite. Her body looked decrepit because of the crack. What happened? Yeah, so.
I don't know if that was, this was in Dallas. Erykah wasn't at Essence.
So what she mean, Mary's right? See, so if she wasn't, well, was she in Essence? Essence? I actually don't know.
Who was?
I don't think, right? I saw everybody at Essence, but I don't think she was, which is another sign that this was just some elaborate joke. But
the devil was having a fish fry out that bitch.
Woo, Chile
was hot,
man, and now New Orleans is flooding. Oh my God, I saw it on the news
just heard
today.
about that.
Just awful, man. My favorite city. God bless y'all. We're keeping y'all lifted up.
New Orleans.
Okay.
Alone.
New Orleans has been through enough, girl. Leave it alone.
Chris Brown posted the following message for those of you concerned about his comment on his latest encyclopedia of music. Indigo. Indigo is the name of the novel that he released. The line, he said something like, I only fuck with black bitches with nice hair or something to that effect. Oh God,
yes.
And then, you know, we talked about him going on this long tirade about how the only people mad at it was the ugly bitches.
Right.
And Coming for Tokyo Vanity and this, then the third and whatever the fuck. So a few days ago, Thursday, he posted on his Instagram, don't let people twist your meanings when it's meant to show love.
What?
And a nigga ain't finna jump through hoops to satisfy any egos or movement. I've been a nigga all my life.
I'm sorry, what the hell? What do that have to do with anything?
I've been a nigga all my life. Stop playing like I'm out here Uncle Tommin and discrediting beauty. This is the last shit I'm going to say on this weird-ass forced topic.
What?
Okay. Well, okay.
How can... All right.
Sure. Right? Sure.
No, but okay.
But why did you just say that the first time? Or like the second time? Or the third time?
Or like nothing at all,
Or
which
nothing.
would have also really worked.
I just...
all right, Christopher. I felt like it was a case of the hit dog hollering when he got on Instagram, like protesting the way he did and calling everybody ugly and shit and talking about it's not the pretty girls that's mad, it's all these ugly ass walrus looking ass bitches. It's like, okay. So clearly they struck a nerve somewhere and you felt away because the girls bringing up the fact that he was like talking about I only fuck black bitches with the nice hair, that was a valid question to ask him. And so the fact that he just kind of responded by going totally off the rails and attacking them for their looks, I felt like was an indicator that they were correct. And he was just pissed that he was being called out on it.
I mean, we definitely went over all of those things and totes agree. You know, like,
Just saying. Did we talk about that on the podcast?
I feel
Or
like
was
we
that
talked
in
about it last week.
New Orleans?
Yeah, no, we talked about it on the show last week.
Okay, we
and then
did.
this I tried to pull up at the show at New Orleans, but the Wi-Fi wouldn't work. But anyways,
Yes.
This is what he said the end of last week. His album apparently is #1, and he posted a photo of one of his fans standing in front of like some big ass mural of the album cover somewhere. And the fan in question was, in fact, a dark-skinned big black girl. I guess was his way to be like, look, see guys.
I posted a dark-skinned fat girl, so don't be mad at me.
You darkies. Like,
Here go your little representation. Y'all feel better now? Y'all feel desired now?
It's just like, why didn't you just, nobody could take your phone. I want to start an app.
Okay.
Like, still working on a name, but like a freelance real friend app where you can like pay somebody to be the friend that you desperately need and clearly don't have.
Oh, you need to trademark
Someone who
this.
will just tell, I don't know what to call it. Like
Real friend TM.
Real friend.
Yes.
Real friend FREN. Because you know how the apps are like apps are for whatever reason purposely misspelled.
Oh, they do. They will be
That's what
misspelling shit.
and then for my first commercial, I'm gonna see. Hopefully, we can get like Mary J to come in and do the song. Real friend. Don't. I'm searching for a real friend. Someone to fix my IG. Real friend. Oh, searching for a real friend. Someone to just be like, okay, enough.
God.
The answer is no.
Yes.
You can submit questions like, is this stupid? All of this is obviously, we'll have like, something you sign for what's it called? Anonymity.
Oh, yeah, an NDA or something.
An NDA style thing right there in the app. So we don't tell your business that you keep into yourself because that's the whole point of the app.
Right.
A
real friend wouldn't tell your shit.
A real friend would not tell. It's right there in the guidelines. It's in the bylaws.
Right.
It's right there before you even finish signing up.
This is honestly a really good idea.
Chris needs it. I can name a couple of the other girls.
all those girls.
Marion's baby mama needs it desperately. Did you see her patting her puss on the internet?
No, I did not see that.
Girl. So Mona's in Hollywood right now, super active. The girls are coming back in a few weeks, I guess.
For everybody looking for a job.
Lives to run. And, I don't know if we talked about this. I can't remember what I had for breakfast this morning. So whatever.
We talk about so many things on this fucking show.
I mean, everything and constant rants and tangents. Nothing makes any sense.
That's true.
But yes, there's this almost scandal with April Jones, I think that's her last name, whatever.
No, I don't know.
Known for birthing Omarion's children that aren't twins, even though they seem to be, and being on Love and Hip Hop. She is now apparently dating Little Fizz, bandmate and maybe not friend anymore of Omarion. And they did some weird IG together or whatever. And then I saw she's like she's going to be on like Black Ink Crew next week talking about it again. And of course they're doing like promo for the new season of the show. So she on there talking about it too. And it's like, okay, this was scandalous, like, for like the first 3, 4, 5 hours.
Right.
You know.
Niggas was like, oh my God, what's April doing? What that bitch wildin'? Somebody take her phone. Somebody change the Wi-Fi.
And I told you that Omarion was somewhere in Spanish Town doing a fucking moonwalk over gravel. Not giving so I don't, whatever. But she was on Instagram Live the other day, maybe yesterday or something, very recently. And she was like very clearly drunk. Not sober.
All right.
And she's like in a little shirt and I guess boy shorts because, you know, they're like
the panties that are shaped like shorts?
Like have the pocket in the front like a boy.
Okay.
So they look like men's drawers. I really don't know if they weren't or not.
Okay.
Either way, very tight on the body. I could pretty much see her birth canal.
That moose knuckle was there?
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
You're probably fine. You know, but I just want for the imagery.
Yeah.
You know, for you to know what I'm talking about. I see what
you're saying.
So she's on there and she's like talking about, you know, I guess to the people commenting and talking about all of these niggas that she allegedly fucks. And I'm assuming that she's like being sarcastic, but being drunk, it's a little hard to tell where you're coming from.
Right.
And so she's like, yeah, because Omarion fucked this pussy and I had 2 kids by him and Little Fizz wants to fuck this pussy and the gang wants to fuck this pussy.
Yikes.
And ASAP wants to fuck this pussy.
Oh my God.
This fat, like, she's
serious?
like, yes.
Oh, I'm uncomfortable.
And she's like patting her vagina. And there are other people in the room. And they're like laughing and just carrying on. At one point, a strapping young woman comes over and like grabs the puss. Like a lesbian? She like grabs it to see how fat it is or isn't. Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
So she's like drinking, partying with studs and stuff. And I'm just asking myself, why not offline? You know, like why not in the privacy of your business?
You're right. Like, April, take it from me. Going live on Instagram when you're drunk, not always the best idea, sis. Ooh. Just take my word for that, girl. Been there, done that, sis.
Same.
But
not a good
look. See, this is the time where you need a real friend app to just go ahead and astral project you somebody to come through and be like, delete.
Maybe we can even partner with like a talk space for the girls who really need a conversation.
Yes. Be like, look, you can download the app and chat with us on the app. We'll iMessage you. We'll WhatsApp you. We could FaceTime. What all the other Facebook, Hangout, Google Chat book, all that bullshit.
If you want to drunk pat your vagina, you know, you want to twiddle that clit on, you know, in Real Friend. Mm-hmm. You can do that because that is where you get to get all of those fifis out and nobody is, you know, talking about it on the Shade Room.
Right.
And you don't look crazy.
Yes.
But maybe they want to look crazy.
See, Real Friend will make you think that you're going live on Instagram, but really you just going live to like a spare room full of teddy bears or something. So you over here fingering yourself on Instagram Live and no one is seeing it because your real friend stepped in and stopped you from making a fool of yourself.
Also,
this is $1 million idea.
An Apple Watch integration that can maybe track your heart rate when you're really going off and be like, sis, put the phone down. We see you, girl. Drop it.
It could be like, remember on Wakanda when the hologram niggas popped out from the watch?
Absolutely.
Your real friend would pop out from the watch like a Koye did and be like, no, bitch, girl, you acting the fuck up, sis.
It's time for hot yoga and some Jasmine Sullivan. We're not doing this today.
You need to quit playing, girl.
This is not cute.
You need to go ahead, hurry up and file your trademarks.
I mean, I'll sue you. You know,
somebody's going to take your shit.
It is what it is.
It is a phenomenal idea, though. Damn, April. Girl, you out your mind? She might be. Although, you know, I don't really trust people who cut up on social media right before a new season of reality show is about to start.
Because it's always them. It's when they're filming.
Right, exactly. And honestly, should have kept that in mind earlier today. But like niggas on reality shows will always try to start some shit right before they go on TV just to make sure they have something relatively fresh to talk about.
Because the producers, honestly, a lot of these producers aren't like, okay, so what you gonna do this season is this with that person, blah, blah, blah. Like they kick back and be like, so what's going on with you? And then the motherfuckers come up with the lie.
They do.
And they have to keep up the mess themselves. You know what I'm saying? And Mona just tells you where to show up and at what time.
Oh, April, I hope times is not that bad, but...
I mean, she just looked silly because she was drunk. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, fine, like, girl, we've all been, you know, drunk and silly. It can't just be
drunk. Like, I've been drunk on Instagram. Have I played with my clitoris on Instagram? No. Like, there's a line.
Like, I'm going to show you that she was patting that box. Like it was Christmas
Oh, here it
Day.
is on Hot New Hip Hop.
Of course it is.
The most reputable news site.
It was just like, girl, this fat pussy.
I mean, she's really she's a beautiful girl, but what in the hell are you doing?
She was just not in her right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I just feel like that's not just Casamigos, you know?
That's what I'm saying. I said she's not sober.
Homegirl had a little booger sugar or something, but we don't know what it is.
I'm not going to guess your party preference. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that.
Something, girl.
Seemed like you were not sober.
Yeah.
And somebody in the room should have been like, woo, okay, girl, end live.
But you didn't have not one real friend in that room.
Gonna put this in the freezer.
Girl, you need the app. You need the app. Charge these celebrities like $20 a month for a real friend.
Lee Daniels says that Star will not be coming back as a network show for TV. Mm-hmm. But what will be happening is a film. That's right. A Star movie.
That's right.
He says all the girls are coming back, even the dead ones. So for you, I don't know.
How?
Flashback
she faked her death?
I don't know. Maybe a little bit of that.
Who knows?
It gives soap opera.
I mean, I actually think this is a really good idea because Star is so expensive to produce. You might as well just spend a bunch of money at once to make one big feature film, wrap up all the storylines, leave the fans happy, and make some money at the same time. It's a good idea.
And a lot of I know a lot of people really did enjoy this show or whatever. So congratulations to the fans who are apparently going, because you can't end a show on a
not
damn
like that
shootout.
Yeah, that's just wrong.
Wedding.
That's wrong, man.
Hell no.
You got to let us know how shit. I mean, you got to let them know. I personally do not care, but like the fans really, they were in they fucking feelings, dog.
And rightfully black ass.
That's right, damn it.
Moesha still ain't told us if she's pregnant or not. And now we got to know, we don't know if the bitch dead either or whatever. I can't deal with it. So congratulations, girls. Yeah. Ryan Destiny and Lynn from Girlfriends and Rachel Dolezal are all coming back to sing for you girls.
Rachel Holmst? Who do you mean for real?
I don't know what the girls' names are. Blossom Buttercup and Bubbles.
Now, you know I don't either, but Ryan Destiny is going to be on Grownish.
She sure is.
Which is probably a really good move for that show in particular. They've had a lot of criticisms of like, why are there no dark-skinned girls on this show? Or
I have heard them.
That sort of thing. So hopefully she's just not like the token dark-skinned friend, but you know, Ryan Destiny's a cute girl and she's very talented. So I want to see her in all of the things.
Lee, you should have gone the Tyleisha way and made this.
Oh no.
Got the girls on stage. Yes, honey. Star.
Not like a stage play. Oh no. You tried.
Bitch.
You tried it.
Brandy and Queen Latifah and Patti LaBelle one day.
No. What? Patti LaBelle coming to one show in New York and that's it. Don't ask her to do shit else.
Look, I'm not doing all that at all.
That's the problem. Everybody's schedules is not going to coordinate for that.
If they could though.
Yeah.
Even if they could do one night only.
Come on, big baby, come on. We only have till dawn, nigga.
So he said Rocky's locked up still.
They won't let him out.
Locked up.
They won't let him out. Ooh, they won't let him out.
So he's locked up in Sweden. We didn't talk about this on the podcast last week, but we did talk about it at Essence. And so apparently he got into a scuffle with two dudes on the street. I've read them being described as over-aggressive fans.
I believe it.
That is not what I would have called those two people. Now, so here's the thing. I watched the video this past weekend that was uploaded because the first thing that came out was these two, I don't know the race of these gentlemen and I don't want to assume, but they were of fairer skin. Mm-hmm. And they're, getting mollywopped in the middle of the street somewhere in Sweden by ASAP and crew. He made sure to upload extended footage of how everything transpired. Now, it seemed like these two dudes were following him and his group, which included a very large security guard, because of course. And was just talking to them about a whole bunch of bullshit while the security guard is telling, like, clearly seen and heard telling them to, like, stop following us, like, being very patient and whatnot. And the guy just gets more and more aggressive, like, very clearly looking for a problem. At one point, he takes his headphones off, this guy, and, like, throws them at the security guard, and they, like, shatter. Like, he hit him with, he hit the security guard with the headphones really hard for absolutely no motherfucking black ass reason. So from there, still, they're just trying to get away from these motherfuckers. People are even on the sides who are not with that group are like recording, asking. One girl tries to translate between the two of them, and the guy is just saying he wants his headphones. He needs money for his headphones. He's not going to stop following them because of the headphones
like, girl,
that
you
broke.
threw them, sis.
Right.
I'm not paying for the headphones that you broke.
ASAP at one point, Rocky, he says to the camera, like, for the cameras, we don't know them. We're not trying to bother them. We don't want no trouble, et cetera, et cetera. And so somehow, some way, it ended up going in the direction that these two men obviously wanted it to go. And one girl was even said like that guy and his friend like sexually assaulted her, and her homegirl like grabbed their ass at some point, I guess, around the same time. So they get their asses beat. Now A$AP Rocky is in jail because of it. And the lesson that I took away from that is like, you really got to choose battles, bro. Like battles are absolutely to be chosen. And sometimes you have, like, sometimes you really can't help it. Sometimes you do everything that you possibly can in your power to not get into an altercation, an argument or whatever. And it's just going to take you, it's just going to happen because we're human. It's life. The earth keeps spinning, you know? But I was just like, bruh, this is what that should be giving me anxiety because I've absolutely been in situations before where I've encountered motherfuckers that are clearly looking for trouble with me, physically, verbally, whatever, just for the sake of trouble. And I'm just like,
to be dumbasses.
If I'm gonna go to jail, I want to be sitting in the cell like, yes,
and did.
Cool.
Regrets? I have none. And I said in New Orleans, he at least had the foresight, I guess, to know that he needed to start recording right then. Like to know that the entire interaction needed to be put on tape and all this. I guess I did not know that he was still locked up and that the Swedish judges had denied his appeal to get out. So it's like he's kind of stuck over there, I guess, for the time being. And so when I saw these petitions and shit online, I'm like, okay, what I'm not finna do is ride for this nigga because A$AP Rocky has said several problematic things about black people and protests and inequality, police brutality. Like he's been very dismissive of the movements overall. So I'm of the mindset that if you're not down with the movement, then the movement don't need to be down with you. So if that's how you feel about it, you can go and isolate yourself on away from the rest of us. And the models that you were fucking or whatever can go ride for you and help you get out. That doesn't mean I think he should be there. It just means that I'm not going to be on the bitch putting on my protest shoes to go, you know, march and get his ass out.
You're nowhere near alone in that sentiment.
No, well, I mean, you would be surprised. But yeah, that just is what that is to me.
I feel you. I too feel like he shouldn't be locked up. And it's unfortunate that there is visual proof that like these people were not looking for a fight. Right. They were trying their best, from what I saw anyway, to like get away, to walk away. They're being followed. Like it's literally a safety thing. The fucked up thing about this is like, I know even in this very country, but anyone, honestly, if you see black people walking around, especially someone who is probably wearing some nice clothes, with a large man that's obviously, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, you know,
a
they
bouncer.
knew.
They might have a chain or two on or something like that. It's like, even if I don't know who this is, he's clearly a celebrity. So I'm going to go fuck with him so that I can get punched in the face and then, you know, sue.
Right.
And da-da-da. He broke his own goddamn headphones and then said he wanted money for the fucking headphones.
Foolish.
So like,
absurdity.
No, I don't feel like A$AP Rocky should be in jail at all. And I, you know, feel bad for him.
I don't either. But like, that's them people laws. In America, you might could do that and get away with it, and it is what it is. You know, you just sue and settle out of court, never go to jail one day, you know, pay a fine or whatever and be done with it. But I guess the Swedes don't play like that. So now you know.
Bullshit. If it was G-Eazy, we wouldn't even be having this conversation.
Now I gotta look that up.
You know the rapper that looks like Andrew.
Y'all love me. Oh, God damn it. Maybe that's why. Yes. That's why I blocked this man out. God damn it.
Speaking of niggas and overseas shenanigans, Nicki Minaj just pulled out of a show, a music festival that she was supposed to be headlining in Saudi Arabia. After there were activists and a lot of people reaching out and complaining about her attendance at the festival with all of the abusive and dangerous treatment of women, of LGBT people, and, you know, just lack of human rights in a lot of ways over there. And she released a statement that says, after careful reflection, oh, wait, let me.
Yes, you know we need an accent.
Let's just go all out. Where's my phone?
Okay. Oh, all right.
She said, after careful reflection, I've decided to no longer move forward with my scheduled concert at Jeddah World Fest. That's right.
Really?
While I want nothing more than to bring my show to fans in Saudi Arabia. After better educating myself on the issues, I believe it is important for me to make clear my support for the rights of women, the LGBTQ community, and freedom of expression.
What the fuck app do you have? I hate it.
It's called memes or something.
Oh, bitch.
I was just excited she said LGBTQ.
Okay.
Good on you, Nicholas.
I can see that. This is actually really great news from Nicki Minaj. I'm glad that she listened, because I'm sure it was the Barbs who told her, girl, this is a bad look. You know, it's not cute what they're doing to the gays and the girls in Saudi Arabia.
So those Barbs.
The Saudi Arabian, is that what you call them people? Lord, I hope I didn't fuck that up. But I'm sure they're disappointed, but this is a good thing for Nicki to be like, yeah, I'm not going to support a country that believes, you know, single women and single men need to be segregated in public. Like, I'm not doing that.
Like what?
Not to mention whatever horrors they're doing to the LGBT people over there.
The world is a shithole.
It really is. And honestly, the more I think about it, the more depressed I get.
And it's very hard not to be, but fuck.
Everything is bad.
What a shit
in
place.
Every country. This country alone, don't get me started. No. It's not time for that yet. But good for Nicholas for standing up for herself and for her fans and doing the right thing here. That's great.
That's it this week for Hot Tops, Fleet the Browns. Oh, that's what I call it.
Oh my God.
Whatever. The whole 9 yards. Yeah, that's it. So let's take a break and pay bills, and we'll be back with letters.
Hey y'all, with more than 70 sizes, including their signature half cups, Third Love designs bras with breast size and shape in mind for the perfect fit and a premium feel. All you gotta do is answer a few simple questions via their Third Love Fit Finder quiz to find your perfect fit in just 60 seconds. Then, thanks to their 100% fit guarantee, you can wear, wash, and put your bra to the test for 60 days. Like, really, girl, if you want to, you can wear it every day for them 60 days. If you don't love it, you can return it, and Third Love will wash it and donate it to a person in need. That is so dope. Super clutch. This is hands down the most comfortable bra you will ever own, with straps that won't slip, tagless labels, so important, and lightweight, super thin memory foam cups. Y'all know how I feel about that 24/7 t-shirt bra. The only bra I don't take off as soon as I walk in the house. Makes the titties look and feel good, and it lasts forever, and it's just so comfortable. I cannot get enough of it. Third Love knows there's a perfect bra for everyone. So right now they are offering y'all 15% off your first order. Just go to thirdlove.com/read now to find your perfect fitting bra and to get 15% off your first purchase. That's thirdlove.com/READ for 15% off today. Do something great for your titties. Let's get back to the show.
We're back. It is now time for listener letters.
Send your questions to asktheread@gmail.com. We may just read them aloud on the show. This first question comes from Marcus, who says, I'm 31 and my lady is 29. We've been in a relationship for almost 3 years, and she has a 7-year-old son. I never saw myself dating a woman with a child, but she's perfect, so I figure why not? Her son's dad is there, I guess. He doesn't financially support their kid, and he only sees him 1 or 2 days a week. We don't have any beef. I just don't think he's a good father. But when it comes to the kid, I really don't say much to my lady because I also have no intentions of financially supporting her kid, so I mind my business.
Is this Ty?
Who? Ty?
Never mind.
I don't know Ty. After 2 years, my lady and I decided to move in together. So lately, I've taken more of an active parent role in his life. I don't necessarily want to play this role, but I love her. So again, I will do anything for her. Oof. 2 weeks ago, she was running late for work, so I was helping her get her son ready for school, which I do sometimes if she's running late. Her son had a temper tantrum, crying and falling on the ground when I told him to go brush his teeth. I picked his little ass up and he started crying at the top of his lungs. His crying annoys me, but I pay it no mind and go back to picking out his clothes. When my lady hears him scream and comes in, her son then tells her that I hit him in the face and pushed him into the wall. My heart dropped and I was heated. I told my girlfriend I've never put my hands on him, but he kept repeating it and then says I hit him all the time. My lady deals with him and then comes to talk to me. I'm visibly upset because I just see all I've worked for going down the drain if this nigga goes to school with these lies. My lady knows me and tells me she knows I'd never do anything to him. Nevertheless, I literally hate her child now. I've since got the majority of my belongings together, and I have been staying at one of my rental properties whenever her son is at the house. So I've only been with my lady 4 times since this happened. She keeps telling me she misses me at the house and it won't happen again. But again, I don't care because I hate this nigga. Our relationship is amazing. She's my best friend, and I really can't envision life without her. This has put a strain on our relationship. Because I'd be damned if I get locked up because of a 7-year-old. I have several degrees and a great job in IT with security clearances, etc. I don't play about my money, but I hate putting my lady in this weird position. I know our relationship can't move forward like this. What do I do? Our lease is up at the end of the month, and I'm definitely not renewing it with her. I planned on proposing this summer, but right now I'm tempted to take the ring back. I'm really lost because I literally hate her son. But I love my lady. Please help. P.S. She doesn't trust her son's dad. She doesn't trust her son's dad, so I don't think sending him to be with his dad is even an option. Thanks. Marcus. Marcus is a fake name.
That was funny to me. That was funny to me.
You are a fool. How you laugh when he said he can't stand a little boy? Marcus, I think you know you have to break up with her. I think you know that. As much as you love this woman and you want to be with her and you want to make it work and all this shit, like, first of all, assuming that you're like being totally honest and telling the truth and have never put your hands on her son. If the little boy is lying on you and all this, I'm assuming he's got some other issues going on. Maybe he want his mom and daddy to be together and he see you as being in the way. And, you know, he's 7. He could be saying all kind of shit for whatever reason, assuming that he's not being honest. But you already don't want to be a stepfather. You already don't want to financially or emotionally care for this child. Like him. You only doing right. You don't even want to like him. You're only doing it because you like his mama. But him and his mama are a package deal. Yeah. And if you really can't stand him, then you're gonna have to let her go. I just don't see any other way.
It's gonna be a while before he gets like the sense to understand that he ain't got to be with you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
he's only 7. He don't get that.
He gonna hate you.
He just want mama and daddy in the same house so he can watch Backyardigans or whatever the fuck the kids are looking at this today, and you know, go to bed and mommy and daddy are there to tuck him in.
Or no, he may just not like men. He may just not like he may
not like you. The feeling might be mutual.
Right? Oh no, it totally is. They hate each other. They despise one.
Have you been eating all that little nigga's fruit snacks?
Like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe because if he's saying that the mother doesn't trust the child's dad and staying over there might need to be an option or whatever, like, for all we know, this kid's like perception of men around his mother could just not be a positive one altogether.
That's a really good point.
It may not even have to do anything specifically to do with you. He may just not trust you at all because he doesn't have an example of like someone in that position in his mother's life being positive or healthy. And now you got the nerve to tell him to brush his goddamn teeth. Fuck you.
No, bitch, I'm not brushing my teeth, bitch. And how dare you pick me up to try to make me
And in
do
fact,
it?
you know what? Fuck this shit. It's going down.
He hit me all the time, mama.
All of the time. Get him out of here.
And he know if he go to school and say that shit, CPS is gonna
It's
come
a wrap.
knocking on the fucking door. Yeah. Honestly, I wouldn't even play with no shit like that. But it's more than that. It's more about the fact that you don't want to be a stepfather.
Yeah.
And 3 years down the line, you still don't want to be a stepfather.
Right.
So it's time for you to exit. You're not, the baby is there. He's not going nowhere.
No.
You are either going to stay with this woman and be a stepfather or go be with somebody who don't have a kid.
Yep.
So I really don't see any other way around it. Even if he was a perfect angel, if you don't want to be a father, then you don't have no business dating a woman with kids.
Right. I mean, because that child could be, Rosemary's baby. And he's still coming before you.
God, right. I mean, right. That's her damn child.
That's her child. So, yeah, like you just said, the fact that you are not even interested in dating someone with a child already, or, the feeling has not changed at all in the length of the time that you've been dating her, I think is far more telling. And I think that's what you should really be focused on more so than him spreading vicious lines that could be damaging.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, because ultimately there will be other things done and said that are going to get on your nerves. And it's going to be, Adam is 3 years old.
Do you really want your girlfriend to have her head in her hands?
Yep.
Looking at you like, are you really beefing with this person who is in the second grade? Is that what's happening here? Like,
I still have to explain to him that he will never be a Ninja Turtle. It just isn't possible. And he is legitimately confused by it.
He is.
This is the person that you beefing with right now?
He still wears themed pajamas to bed. He still occasionally wets the bed.
You know what? I'm going to break up with you. Just go.
Yes.
It's fine. I get it. Whatever.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you got all these degrees and a great job and all this other stuff. I feel like it'll be, easy enough for you to be in another relationship. I know you really love this woman. But this woman comes with a kid and you have not been able to adjust to that reality yet. And seeing as you don't seem to actually want to, I think it's best that you just go ahead and cut ties now and let her go be with somebody who wants to be a stepfather and you go be with somebody who don't want no kids.
And God bless him.
Right. And let that be that. Good luck to you, Marcus. Our next question comes from Shani, who says, there you go.
That was just so great.
I'm writing because I cannot figure out if this situation qualifies in the break up with him box. I've been with my boyfriend for a year now. It's been long distance from the start, but we've made it work. Mm-hmm. He is the youngest sibling and the only boy in a Nigerian household. I am not Nigerian and I am the oldest child in my family, so a lot of the hoops and hurdles he has to go through are super foreign to me, like having to check in with his family before he comes to visit me to make sure it's okay with them. His parents and his older sisters have been against our relationship from jump because I am not Nigerian, even though I am another type of African. This man is fully grown, but they treat him like a child and do not respect his boundaries at all in terms of our relationship.
So what's
I can't stand the way they walk all over him and how it has affected our ability to grow in our relationship, as well as how it has affected his own mental health. My family thinks I should just let him go because they worry that if he's not ready to create boundaries and stick up for me and himself now, it will only get worse if we get married. They don't want me stuck with in-laws who are intolerable, which I understand. My question is it fair to leave someone who is otherwise amazing because of their family? They all live in the same vicinity, so it's not like I can get away from them or hope not to see them. Perhaps the answer is clear, but I just don't want to face it. Thanks for the guidance throughout all the years. Shani? Is that what I called her? Shani?
Oh,
I don't remember the name I gave you.
Sweetheart, you know the answer to this goddamn letter.
I mean, I know it's hard because he's great in every other way. And you really want to believe that his family would not have that big of an influence in your life. But girl, he's the youngest child in a Nigerian family. You know better.
There's so many movies already out here based on this. Most starring Jennifer Lopez or Sanaa.
Don't do this.
But that family is not going anywhere. Once again,
right.
The family has been there.
Mm-hmm.
And if he doesn't have a proper balance at all yet of love and respect and then also adulthood, I guess.
Right.
To be with you in a healthy way, then what is the question?
Right. The fact that he is not at a point where he can say to his family, look, I love y'all, but this is the woman I'm going to be with. And so there are certain things that are not going to fly. Like, I understand culturally Nigerians may just not do that, but that doesn't mean you have to tolerate that. Like, and you see that it affects his mental health. So maybe he wishes he could stand up to them, but can't. If he can't advocate for himself, he's probably not going to advocate for you. And so you are either going to battle with these people at every turn, or you just not going to be with him no more. Like, it's really one or the other. If he's not ready to tell his family that you deserve a certain amount of respect, or, you know, there are boundaries around his relationship where they're not allowed to cross or insert their business or whatever, then girl, you don't have no business being with him. I mean, and I don't get the whole, you know, I'm from Africa, but not a Nigerian, so it's not good enough because they only want him to be with like, I honestly at first thought you was Black American. They were like, not that trash. Like, I didn't know y'all was beefing like that within the continent with one another, but actually every Nigerian I know is very cocky, so they may have this superiority complex thing about them.
I couldn't begin to piece together a lot of the cultural specificities that go into like dating and starting a family and stuff like that, being Nigerian or coming from a Nigerian household. Right. But like you are saying, you don't have to tolerate certain things just because it is something that is outside of your culture or you don't understand. You can still respect it and say, this does not work for me. Right. You know, so I got to go do what I got to do. And maybe it is best for him to just meet a nice Nigerian girl because he'll probably get a step further with his family or something like that. But yeah, no, I'm definitely not trying to beef with nobody's mama and big sisters.
Say it again, okay?
Like, I'm not interested in any of that.
They all mad at me for no damn reason. Oh, no.
And I don't want you to have to go and, you know what I'm saying, get a permission slip filled out every time I need some dick. Like, we just, you know what I'm saying? I can respect
I'm not doing
the closeness or the connection or whatever relationship it is with you that you have with your family. Mm-hmm. A lot of people probably would love that kind of whatever, but you know, I just don't know the words to use for it. But yeah, if it's just not gonna work, and I mean, she said it's been a year.
Yeah.
This is prime breakup with himself.
It is. Middle of the summer is a great time to break up with somebody, but your family ultimately is right. If he can't create boundaries and stick up for you now, and y'all get married anyway, I don't expect that to change after you get married.
Like, that just sounds like breeding ground to me for like
resentment.
At best, we tolerate you because now you done married him and now you pregnant. So
right. So now I guess
you ain't going nowhere and shit like that. And then there's all of these eye rolls and side eyes and this, that, and passive aggressive comments at every fucking gathering. And then they feel like super entitled to spread their or say whatever their opinion is about you and your immediate family because now they got grandkids that came from you.
Yep.
And at the end of the day, that's my son. And and all this other stuff. That's just what this sounds like the foundation of. So I would say, you know, dodge the bullet.
Plus, I can already hear them like telling your child, well, yeah, you know, you half Nigerian, but that half is the best. And then like fully being like divisive to a degree.
And a lot of that stuff is not even intentional. Like I remember growing up and hearing so many comments just living, you know, just being in one place or the next or whatever.
Right.
So many comments from my family about either other islands or Black American people or blah, you know, blah, blah, blah. And just being like, oh, so that's how y'all feel about that. Right? Like, oh, okay, well, all right. You know, so that is just a possibility.
I'm the exact opposite. Nobody ever had these conversations around me because everybody I know is Black American, or everybody I knew anyway. So it was like fully never even a topic of conversation till I got an African friend in 9th grade.
But for Black Americans, I feel like the similarity there is usually colorism in classes.
Oh, well, now like that, yes. Oh, bitch, yes. Now that we could talk all day.
I'm just mean like overall, like bickering or whatever sort of scorn, unnecessary scorn among Black people globally that is unnecessary because at the end of the day, white people hate us every which way you go.
So, y'all should know that by now.
I mean, I just don't see the point. But yeah, some people, you know, especially I would say Caribbean and African families are very much like, this is what we see for you. And I just feel like if you don't go by that, you're making a huge mistake.
You know, and I see how you could be like, but that attitude is really fucking toxic and unhealthy. And it's like not fair or not right. And you can feel that way. And you may even be right about it. But if he is not ready to acknowledge and confront that, you can't make him do it.
Right.
So, and if he's not going to advocate for y'all to his family, whatever you say to his family is not going to matter.
Yeah. If he's not going to do the work, then there you go. You know what I mean? That's all.
So maybe you need to let him know, like, this is to the point where you either are going to have to like figure out a way to stand up for us and draw some boundaries around this relationship, or we just gonna have to part ways.
It's just not gonna work.
Yeah. And let him decide if he's ready to confront them or not. But best of luck to you.
Maybe he can. Maybe they'll switch their tune, but good luck.
I doubt that.
I mean,
not at first anyway.
A whole white girl on
Child, don't start.
Vacation.
Oh, you told yes.
And my family was looking at me like, "Now don't start no shit."
Because they know how you are. Be nice.
It's not a big deal. Just be quiet.
Because they know.
Yeah.
I mean, and I have, I'm not going to, yes, but I understand. I'm just saying. Shit changes when you have a baby girl. It does.
It does.
But
sometimes
it might not.
It don't.
Yeah.
Right.
And sometimes it gets
roll
worse.
The dice.
Right.
So, hey.
Because as soon as I found out a baby was coming, my attitude shifted 180 degrees.
It happens. But it can also not fucking happen.
That's true.
And I don't like gambling. So I
don't like losing money for no reason.
It's just like niggas who feel like, oh, I'm gonna have a baby by this nigga and then he's gonna be nice to me and he's gonna come home on time and all of this other stuff. Or he won't.
Right. I'm not risking it. No,
and then you got to part ways with this nigga with the complication of a life between it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
No, thank you.
Look out for you when you can.
Yeah, girl, have a conversation with him. See if he's ready to take that stance or not. It's hard to break up with somebody I was just saying this a couple days ago on Twitter. It's hard to break up when nobody did anything wrong.
Right.
When it's just like, damn, this situation sucks. The circumstances are trash. It's distance. It's the wrong time. It's whatever.
Yeah, those are some of
those are rough.
Breakups. Yeah.
It is, because it's like, damn, I would really love to still
this just doesn't work.
Go out with you and fuck you. Like I would love to do that, but it's just not going. This ain't going nowhere. Yeah. It can't go nowhere.
Right.
So, best of luck. Our next question comes from Antonio, who says, "Let's get straight to the bullshit."
Oh God.
I'm a 24-year-old queer man in New York City. I met this couple who are in their late 20s. They live above me. And so far, everything has gone smoothly, but things have taken a turn. We're all friendly, and whenever they have parties, they invite me over. Me and the husband have hung out a few times, but just as friends. Ooh. The last few weeks, I've been getting texts from the husband asking if I want to go out and get drinks. I work a lot, so I've kept having to reschedule, but 2 weeks ago, he hit me up, and my schedule is open. So I said, sure, when? And he said, come upstairs now if you're free.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Something in my spirit felt off, but I said, okay, and went up to his apartment thinking we were going to go to a bar soon after.
That's right.
He opened the door, and there was an unopened bottle of Douce and 2 glasses on the counter.
Hot girl summer.
An hour later, the bottle was empty. We're both drunk. And then I realized that his wife was not home. Only then, Antonio. The conversation started slowing down, and I'm on my phone, not really paying attention, but I heard this nigga mention out of the blue that he thinks I'm attractive and that he's been with other dudes before and that he and his wife have an understanding.
Skirt on 22s. Oh, no, keep going.
I'm drunk and I can see his heart on through his pants. I didn't know what to say and I blurted out some shit like, cool, bro. Sexuality is fluid. Where your wife at? Me! He said, where your wife at, though?
That is me down. Like, oh, dude, you, sir?
Oh, that is so nice.
You know what? I can appreciate that.
I stood up to leave and walked towards the door. He stopped me and said, can I ask something of you? I was weirded out at this moment, but I let him talk. He asked if he could kiss me, and I didn't know what to say because I was drunk and confused. But I said, I guess. He leaned in and kissed me and grabbed my dick, and then I left. It's been 2 weeks since then, and I haven't seen him since, but every day he's texting me asking if I want to hang out again. I usually avoid him or say that I have work, but yesterday he straight up asked, hey, bro, do you want to hook up tomorrow? It'll be worth it, LOL. Looking back, I shouldn't have kissed him, and getting involved in other people's marriage definitely isn't my style. My question is, should I tell the wife? I have all of his text messages, and I'm nearly certain that she doesn't know about any of this. I'm not sure what to do. Any advice would be great. Thanks so much, Antonio.
Antonio, mind your goddamn business.
I mean, what if they do have an understanding?
They don't.
Oh, damn.
They absolutely damn don't.
You sure?
No, they do not have no fucking
I just think it's very bold to say that they do if they don't. Because you think
it's bold for a nigga to lie?
About something that is so easily verified? I mean, I know there's something they do because they're stupid, but nigga, like, do you really think I'm not gonna go ask your wife, hey, so is it true that y'all are like having an open relationship? Y'all are like fucking around? I would actually ask him.
You could, but I really feel like many niggas would assume you won't.
Why?
I just do.
Why? You know what? And you're probably, I'm gonna let you have that because you're probably
niggas.
right. See, and I don't deal too much with niggas. So you're right, but I just feel like if I told that lie, I would automatically assume that the person would go check with my spouse, like, hey, so your man hit on me. Is everything cool? Because I just wanted to make sure y'all are married. I didn't want to step on no toes. He grabbed my dick. I just wanted to make sure it was cool before I go fuck your man.
I really don't see a nigga thinking that. And I really don't even see many niggas doing it, to be honest with you. But I immediately, as soon as he was like, oh yeah, my wife has, we have an agreement, but she's not there to confirm that you have an agreement.
That is fishy.
I feel like if you and your wife have an agreement,
it would have came up in the mixed company. Yeah. It would have came up at some other point all the times y'all have been hanging out. Why wouldn't it? I feel like when niggas are swingers, I don't know.
I really don't, because I've never been in a relationship that is like open or we have some sort of an agreement.
Yeah, no.
But I feel like I would want to be aware of your shots, if that makes any sense. And I feel like just knowing niggas, I'm not going to trust that you are telling me the truth outside of the presence of your wife.
Damn.
And I'm clearly gay, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know that I'm gay, I'm assuming, and have been around both of y'all before, and you've never spoken about, oh, look, yeah, you know, like, I'm a little curious or bi or queer or whatever letter, and, you know, like, we're cool about it or whatever. You've never talked about that. You've made efforts for us to hang out in private first, still no word of it,
and getting drunk,
and getting drunk and stuff like that, and then you wait for the booze to flow and for us to be in private to be like, oh yeah, you know, I like a little dick every now and then, and my wife is totally cool with it. I don't believe you. Okay,
you're right. Like, the circumstances around it are fishy as hell, sir. So what I think I would do is just text him and be like, I really don't fuck married men.
But here's the thing, though,
and let that be that.
Here's the thing, though. If you want to, then totally do. I think you should totally do what you're saying. And go to the wife and be like, so hey, you know, I was hanging with Rufus and he said
Rufus.
Don't know why that was the first name, but running with it. I was with Rufus and, you know, he told me about how maybe not even, I would, you know, just me being me. I would like test it out first and be like, you know, we was just like hanging out and stuff like that. And he told me that like y'all have like an open agreement and stuff like that. And he's messing with dudes or whatever. See the reaction.
Yeah. Because the thing is, right. And actually, that's a really good idea, because if you do want to do it, then but
at least if you can find out if it's true so you don't feel bad.
Exactly.
Because if they really do have an agreement, then there's absolutely nothing wrong with sleeping with the man at that point, because that is something that he and his spouse, you know, are cool with. She probably wasn't there because she was fucking somebody else. Like, who knows?
Okay.
Whatever.
Maybe she was with her stud.
Right. And if he has told you that he and his wife have an agreement, there really is nothing stopping you, preventing you from the next time you see her at the mailbox or wherever the fuck being like, I'd even bring it up in front of him.
Right.
Like, I wouldn't care because you shouldn't have been so bold to
tell me that.
To say that to me. But I honestly, I promise you, knowing these niggas, I feel like he would just expect that you wouldn't say anything.
But it's so trifling to involve your wife in your lie when you trying to fuck around and get some ass on the side. Like, what? Why would you involve your wife in that shit, knowing that she didn't have nothing to do with it?
But, you know,
on top of the disrespect of cheating, though, it's like, damn, you had to put me in it too and make it seem like I was okay with it.
But a lot of niggas will.
Damn, y'all ain't right.
I'm talking. A lot of these niggas will. A lot of these like married, closeted niggas will also like just fuck with niggas who know that they're married, just also assuming that you just won't say nothing. You know, like, a lot of niggas won't come up with a lie. They'll just fuck you, then just be like, oh, well, you know what I mean? And just expect that you won't ever say anything. Like, they'll fully tell you they married, have a ring on, whatever, and just be like, you know.
And just counting on the fact that y'all want some dick so bad that you just won't say nothing to his wife.
I guess.
I mean,
look, I'm not fucking your husband.
Yeah, I'm not. I would if you really want to get down to the bottom of it, then yeah, ask the wife. But if you just want to avoid anything uncomfortable, then just tell him, look, I don't fuck married men.
Well, not getting us to the bottom of it. Like, if you want to fuck him. Because it's really not your business.
I would rather know. I want to know if you lied to me about your wife being cool with it. That would matter to me.
Well, yeah, that's fair too.
I really want to know.
That is fair too. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, sure.
But also, if you want to fuck him, ask first.
Because, I mean, once you ask, you're opening the lid.
Yes.
You know what I mean? At that point, the can of worms is completely open and the ball has started rolling down.
Yeah. I mean, but he gave you the can. He the one who told you your wife was cool, the wife was cool with
you
it.
have no fault in this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Not yet.
But, well, I mean, you did kiss him. And let him grab your dick.
Okay.
And you technically had the opportunity not to.
I mean, okay. Yes, that's true.
I mean, that's like 3% of the
But you can also say, look, he told me y'all had an understanding, and so I just went with that. I assumed he wasn't lying. But yeah, this is, man, I hate when you meet people and you think you can be cool and you think you can be friends. And the whole time they are just plotting on that puss. The whole time. It is really fun. I met a girl like maybe a year and a half ago. I told her I wasn't ready to be in a relationship. She said, cool. We hung out a few times. I really thought we were like going to be friends. I was like, oh wow, I made a new friend. Look at me. That's new. That's different. Sitting at the bar and this bitch was like, give me a kiss. I'm like, I leaned in like, I said, what? Like I just knew I didn't hear her right. She like tapped on her lips. I was like, give me a kiss. When I tell you I got up, went outside, called an Uber, and went home. This bitch texted me when I was halfway back to Harlem, talking about where you at. Nigga, I'm going home. Because I thought we were friends. I thought like I said this many times, and you said it was cool. Like, you said that. So why? Man, bullshit. Oh, just in case some of y'all thought being a lesbian was easier, it sure as fuck is not. Just want you hoes to know. Yeah. This is messy and trifling.
If kissing that man is going to eat you up, then you can go ahead and ask. Or, if you want to eat him up, then you can go ahead and ask.
Help me, Jesus God.
I don't know. I definitely don't believe the nigga, but he could very well be telling the truth. And there you go. I just feel like the setting in which he got you in order to make that move, to me, is a little fishy.
It's subject as fuck. It really is. Okay, should we do one more or should we move on?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Last question comes from Celeste, who said, I just got home from a 4th of July get-together at my boyfriend's friend's house.
What's 4th of July?
I just got home from a barbecue at my boyfriend's friend's house, and now I am questioning my entire relationship. I've been with my boyfriend for 4 years, and I love him deeply. We met when he was a senior and I was a junior in undergrad. For the 2nd and 3rd year of our relationship, we were doing long distance as I finished my degree and got a career position at our university. While we were long distance, I didn't really get to know his friends from back home and only met them once briefly. Now that we are in the same city, I've spent more time with his close friends and we are very different. His friends are always kind and friendly, and I am always kind and amicable back. However, despite being a year younger than my boyfriend and his friends, I feel much more mature than they are, and I find it difficult to relate to them. In previous relationships, I would have just tried to connect with the other significant others in the friend group. However, I am always the oldest girlfriend of the group. I'm 24. My boyfriend's friends are 25 and 26, but they date 18 and 19-year-olds.
Of course they do.
I have not had anything in common with 18-year-olds since I was 18. I'm applying to vet school and have been working hard to have a career in veterinary medicine since I was a freshman. I'm a hardworking young professional, and though I am sure my boyfriend's friends do well in their careers, I do not have the patience or desire to drop shrooms and chill in the woods for a day or two like they are wont to do.
No, the hell, man.
I have brought up these concerns to my boyfriend in the past, but he doesn't understand them and doesn't have a problem with the many differences between me and his friends. I am not trying to be their BFF. I would just like to be able to have a conversation with these people that he spends his time with. Honestly, I don't understand how my boyfriend can relate to his friends and want to be with my mature ass at the same time. Am I worrying for no reason? Should I just accept that I will never feel comfortable with his friend group? Please help. I'm tired of having one-sided conversations with my boyfriend about this. He's too nice to tell me if I'm being crazy when I am. So please set me straight if necessary. Thanks. Love the show, Celeste.
I mean, I don't think you're being crazy. If you just don't vibe with them, you just don't fucking vibe with them.
Definitely think you're not being crazy. What I think you need to learn is like, girl, the further you are from your man's friends, the better.
Look bitch,
Sis.
on today. Because when I tell you I don't care and I'm not interested, like,
oh no, your friends are all childish and shit. So I'll see them niggas when they come over for the Super Bowl.
In fact, I
and the Halloween party, and that's it.
Want to be friends?
I actually do not want to be friends with my friends. I don't want you to be
friends with my friends.
Yes,
like I would like for us to be able to be in the same space and be like, oh hey girl, oh hello,
oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh, what is
yes.
We don't need to be camping, kayaking, tripping,
shrooms in the woods.
Nothing, none of that.
No.
Evil Dead, Friday the 13th, that shit that you talking about.
Yeah, no.
So, I mean, I don't really think that it's a big deal or an issue to not vibe with the friend so much, but I also don't think that you really need to concern yourself with having, unless he's like one of those boyfriends or one of those like people in a relationship that like desperately wants everyone to be friends and like go and do stuff together. No. Like I don't, and maybe that's what you want. You know, some people feel the same way. Like they really want to get along with, they really want the people that love their significant other to love them too or whatever. Like I'd be like, I will give you a dab.
Really don't. Yes.
And you know, a hi and hello and possibly a goodbye.
I mean, I can be plenty cool with you. I just need us to always work with understanding that as soon as my friend is done with you, I am done with you.
And that's really where it begins and ends.
My relationship with you is totally dependent on y'all's relationship.
That's it.
As soon as my bitch stop fucking with you, guess what? I'm automatically not even really fucking with you like that no more. Like, I need you to understand. It don't mean I hate you. It don't mean I'm gonna spit in your face or block you on Instagram or whatever. But it does mean that this is my friend. And so my loyalty is with her. And the connection really is with her. So I just need us to be operating under this understanding at all times.
Some of y'all be gagging.
Yes.
At the end.
And it's just
when
like,
shit switch up.
Yeah, we were cool. We were cool as long as y'all was cool. What you don't get about that?
You two enjoy Trina and have a Nintendo Switch.
Right.
Or whatever the fuck else, because
Crystal, all them times we smoked weed at your house. Yeah, girl, all them times you smoked weed at my house don't mean nothing.
Wish I could say they'd be a treasure memory. Like,
I actually don't even remember them.
I forgot your name already. Like, what are you doing here? I do. So
yeah, so I would just I don't think you have any need to worry or feel like you're being ridiculous about this.
This is like a 24-year-old problem.
Right? Like, and girl, you have all this stuff going on. You got your degree and you're going to be a doctor dog and all this. Look.
A doctor dog.
Yeah. Go be with your...
A dog doctor.
There you go. You know what I meant.
Dr. Dog. Hey, Sundays at 7.
That's right. That's a hit new TV show, bitch. I would just hang out with my own friends, go to school, go to work, chill with my man most of the time, let him be with his dumbass, knuckleheaded ass friends whenever they go out on the weekends. Girl, and let that be that. You ain't got, you said they're kind and perfectly nice when you're around and y'all just don't mesh and y'all are on different maturity levels.
That's the greatest.
That's ideal. That's perfect. Because nobody's feelings are going to be hurt when you're like, I do not want to hang out with them niggas no more. Because they probably like, she's a sweet girl, but damn, she the only bitch don't want to do poppers. You bringing down the popping ass mood, bitch. I'm just saying.
So this bitch is above bath salts? Fuck. Like, I don't know. I feel like that is perfect because there's nothing there to like bring you guys to this real closeness where, you know, in the case that you and your boyfriend do break up, then you're breaking up with 7 people.
Right.
Like,
no,
but
fuck that.
Nobody's disrespectful to the point where you hate this person or that person and now there's a wedge between people. Right. You're just not the same. You don't vibe like that. So you can absolutely be the bitch in the corner with a red Solo cup until it's time to go. I'm fine with that.
Same.
Like, I'm so cool with that.
I used to bring books to parties. Just so you know how lonely I was as a child. Just so you know, like, just so I have something to do, because I know I won't be socializing and having fun with the rest of you. Let me just go sit in the corner like a fucking lame.
Let me tell you something. Absolutely. I might have a Game Boy Color or something in my hand that function.
Make your own friends at school or work or, you know, the friends you already have or whatever and hang out with them. But
it's important to have your own tribe and your nigga have their own tribe as well. Because you need somebody, you need an unbiased opinion to be like, fuck that nigga. Even if it's not really or if it shouldn't be fuck that nigga. Until, you know what I'm saying?
much.
I'm just saying, you need somebody that you can go and caterwaul to about this fuck nigga and all of their goddamn foolishness who'll just be like, I am on your side, bitch. And I don't,
Right. I'm not doing all that.
I'll tell you when you're wrong or whatever, but at the end of the day, I have no allegiance to this nigga. And so I ain't got to see both sides like Chanel.
Okay, you know what? And on that bisexual ass note.
That's right.
No bi erasure on this show. Send your questions to asktheread@gmail.com. We'll be right back.
So let's say you're looking for some employees at your job and you're not trying to waste your whole life and all your business's time trying to look for the perfect applicants. It can just be absolutely too strenuous and too long, and who want to go through all of that drama. This is why there's one place that you can go where hiring is very simple and fast and it's smart. Okay, that place is ZipRecruiter.com. You can go to ZipRecruiter.com/theread. You can send your job to over 100 of the web's leading job boards, and it doesn't stop there. They got a powerful matching technology. ZipRecruiter scans thousands of resumes to find people with the right experience and invites them to apply to your job. And then as applications come in, ZipRecruiter analyzes each one and spotlights the top candidates so you never miss a great match. ZipRecruiter is so effective that 4 out of 5 of employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate through the site within the first day. No time wasted, no foolishness and long sighs and exhales. Just getting right down to literal business.
That's right. Actually, a lot of y'all have hit us up letting us know that you have found great candidates on ZipRecruiter and even hired some people because y'all are bad bitches at your job and you have the ability to do that. If you haven't tried it yet, you can at ZipRecruiter.com/theread. That is ZipRecruiter.com/THEREAD. ZipRecruiter.com/theread. It's simply the smartest way to hire. So let them know the Read sent you. Let's move on.
Keeping it on the discussion of my boss bees. If you don't have a website, and you definitely need one, but you don't know where to start, it confuses you, and what does HTML even mean? Let me tell you where to go, Squarespace, because they make it incredibly easy to launch whatever passion project or business it is that you're trying to start. You can get some of the best templates, best layouts by some of the greatest designers, and the ability to customize anything with just a couple of clicks. So whether you're trying to showcase work of yours or art or blog, sell products or whatever, you can have a great website through Squarespace. They've also got a powerful e-commerce functionality that lets you sell anything and analytics that will help you and your website grow in real time. Everything is optimized for mobile right out of the box, so you don't have to worry about doing no additional coding and foolishness to get the site to work on anybody's cell phone. Buying domains is simple, and you'll get the help that you need with Squarespace's 24/7 award-winning customer support. Squarespace empowers millions of people from all different walks of life and work and things of that nature. So if you need a website or just want a website, there's where to go.
That's right. Go to squarespace.com/read to start your free trial. And when you're ready to launch your site, use offer code READ to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Again, that's squarespace.com/read, offer code READ. Build something great with Squarespace and us. All right, let's wrap up the show.
I've had enough of you, you beast.
Beast? How dare you?
Dare you?
Iconic
Eileen was
moments
not literally one
in
of my
reality television history.
favorite Housewives
Oh,
quotes.
but nigga, have you been watching Housewives of Potomac?
No.
Asante made me look at it in New Orleans.
Yep.
But nigga, it is so good this season. Them bitches. I mean, they accusing each other of faking miscarriages, faking marriages. Yes. It's like, a lot is going on. You got to watch Potomac.
I watched one episode. I feel like that was from this season where they caught that mixed girl's husband saying some gay shit at a party.
Yes, he wanted to grab Juan's dick, which is understandable because Juan is fine.
Oh, yeah,
but like, that's what.
Your mic's hot. We hear you.
But right, they were like, girl, everybody heard it, sis. What you talking about? She's like, he did not say that. Y'all are being dumb. He's not gay. He is not bi or nothing.
Hasn't he been like dodging those rumors for a while now? Bravo was the first one to put your sexuality on blast.
See,
or your husband's
I'm
sexuality.
telling you, what's that little girl's name? Ashley. Oh, Ashley. See, I feel like she is probably like just trying to cover her bed for her man, or she don't really want to accept it. And, you know, all of that is her own business. But then old girl coming for her talking about she thinks she faked her miscarriage. I feel like that's a step too far. Like, unless I know for a fact that your womb never had anybody in it, I am not going to accuse you of faking a miscarriage because that is just so fucked up. Bitch, what if you're wrong? And she really did lose her baby. That is so fucking wrong.
Absolutely.
That's a line I do not cross, but you got to get on Potomac, man. It's a hot ass mess.
Okay, so I have 3 quick things
Okay.
for the read this week. Number 1.
Were you trying to address me? I just said you're the aspiring actress. I haven't did any TV shows, and I have not been playing with his heart. He knows that. That's why I'm standing up here, and you're getting ready to get the boot. Pumpkin is eliminated. The fucking bitch tries to call me out. She's telling Flav that I'm an aspiring actress, which I am, but I've been real with Flav the whole time.
Our icon.
Number 2. So
You are so stupid.
touched on this at Essence. What y'all are not about to do is start going into people's good grocery stores, licking ice cream,
my God.
and putting it back. I will fight you.
It's getting
I
worse.
will fight you. So this girl went viral because I guess her boyfriend, who was recording her, posted and uploaded this video of them in the grocery store. She opens like a half gallon of Bluebell, licks the top of it, and then puts it back in the freezer, giggling and scuttling away. And apparently also had the flu when she did it. Bluebell said, "You got us fucked up.
Yep.
We've had enough shit with like ice cream making people sick and motherfuckers dying and all this shit. We're not doing this fuckery with you, sis. Find her now. We want her underneath the prison." So they found her indeed. Turns out that she's a minor. So they can't charge her, because I can't even remember like the length of time she was looking at, like 7-8 years or something longer. I don't remember. Something dramatic. But she can't be charged as an adult because she's maybe 16, 17. They won't even say her name because she's a minor. Her boyfriend, on the other hand, who last I read, they were still deciding whether or not they should charge him as well, is not a minor or considered a minor.
Right.
So that gives me she's maybe 16, 17, maybe he's 18, 19 or something like that. And so I don't know what the repercussions would be for a minor in a situation like this, but at the very least, I hope, her parent or guardian got a belt. I don't know. Somebody needs to
No, not a
because
belt.
what you're not about to do is like
Fully
this
disgusting.
nasty shit for the sake of what? Like going viral?
Yeah.
Like people don't give a fuck anymore. Get therapy. Find a church home or somebody to simply hug you and put some Mrs. Fields cookies in you or whatever it is that you need to feel good about yourself. If you feel so desperate for attention that you would do something so vile and ridiculous,
Disgusting.
and frankly embarrassing,
Yeah.
not only because of the action, but because you don't even seem to realize how embarrassing that shit is
Right.
for you and for everybody who knows you, especially the people that birthed you. So something needs to be done for the clout chasing generation. And some of us would say, "Oh, well, she's young and dumb and da-da-da-da-da," until Lanice Martin III, a 36-year-old nigga from Louisiana, did the same damn thing. Licked a thing of ice cream, put it back into the freezer, and cut the camera off. So the camera caught him. I mean, the store camera caught him. He was promptly arrested. And then had to go back to the restaurant to prove that he actually bought the ice cream after he did it. So he fully just wanted
So you just
to
wanted to look stupid on the internet, but really you bought it anyway? Why would you do that?
So you just wanted people to think you're nasty, just like you didn't care that people would think that you're disgusting.
Oh my God. Niggas is lonely
as long
out
as
here.
people were talking about you.
Y'all are lonely.
Get hugs.
Yeah, because this is really fucking sad. That's pathetic. And I saw a video of somebody doing the same thing with like some salsa. I saw somebody doing it with mouthwash where the dude gargled and then put spit back into the mouthwash bottle. I'm like, y'all are out of your fucking minds. Like, this is truly disgusting.
If I didn't want it, but I just happened to be in Tarjay and saw that, I'm beating your ass.
Right.
Like, I have to.
Right. I have to.
General principle. I
That
have
is
to beat your ass.
disgusting, right.
Something is fucking wrong with y'all.
I feel conflicted because one part of me is really like, Bluebell has had their own issues and nobody went to jail behind that when the listeria killed everybody. And I don't know how I feel about a teenage girl going to prison. It don't feel right and all this. And on the other hand, I'm like, that's fucking disgusting. And if she was white, I would be like, lock her up. so, you know, like it's like an internal battle there, but it's just so fucking nasty. Like y'all realize y'all fucking with people's food, and some people have like compromised immune systems, and this is not a damn joke. You and your flu-ass, bacteria-ridden tongue putting that shit all over products that people are going to eat. Like, girl, you could really hurt somebody. People give babies ice cream. What are you doing?
Oh
God, just
elbows
stupid.
To just the nape of your damn
Now
neck.
that teenage girl's a dumbass, but that grown-ass man in Louisiana, child, where is the key?
I was just
swallowing it.
Tripping.
That is disgusting, man. Y'all have got to stop.
And I don't even know putting it back is definitely worse. But
it definitely is.
The fact that she was like, I'm going to do this, just, to start some shit, to shake the table. But I'm going to buy the ice cream anyway. Go home.
So he really did buy it. It wasn't like a lie or anything.
He said that he was able to prove that he did buy it.
So he's not going to be charged or anything.
It doesn't look like it.
Right. Okay, because it's not actually a hazard to the public. But like,
girl,
actually,
let me see what I read.
I mean, but that's still stupid. Like, why would you want to make it look like you committed a crime and didn't? Like, who does that? Who films themselves doing something illegal and then fixes it after they stop recording? You niggas don't think shit through.
Very, very, very.
Y'all want likes. Y'all want to go viral. Y'all want reshares and retweets and all that. Y'all want everything except to act like you have some fucking sense.
They are going to charge him with something.
Are they? Fucking with their feelings? I feel like that ought to be a crime.
I can't remember the charge, and I felt like it was right here on this fucking thing, but
whew,
it's not. It's a charge that is more like being a fucking public nuisance.
Oh, public nuisance. You know what? And isn't that
charged on counts of unlawful posting of criminal activity for notoriety and publicity, as well as criminal mischief?
Bitch, posting shit for clout is actually a crime.
I guess maybe some places.
Louisiana was like, we've actually already had this problem. So what we're going to do is just go ahead and put something on the books now.
That's
so that
lit.
The rest of y'all.
I want more of that.
The fact that it's spelled out like that, like posting the filming of a crime.
Unlawful posting of criminal activity for notoriety and publicity.
Damn.
As well
like,
as
that's literally what he did.
Yeah.
That's literally what he did. The fact that they have a law for it. Wow.
Like, what the fuck are you doing, bro?
I bet he thought he got away with it. And they were like, shoulda went to law school. Or really any kind of school, because the state of Louisiana got something for that ass.
Because the video cut off. The video I saw cut off before you pulled anything back out. I think he also has a video of him taking the ice cream out. But how the fuck I know that was the ice cream that you took out or anything like that? What I know is if I recognize that place that you bought that, I'm not buying no ice cream from you. So you see how you can't just do dumb shit?
Right.
Because you trying to be funny?
And Bluebell has already said our ice cream cartons have a natural seal because we freeze them upside down. And that is true. If you've opened a carton before, you can tell whether it's been opened before.
You told me that this weekend.
And they said they're not wasting millions of dollars and killing the tortoises and everything with plastic when y'all could just not do that.
Right.
Y'all could just not. There's a lot of products that are not sealed with plastic or foil or anything else. A lot. Like bottles of water.
Ice cream brands have a seal.
Honestly, I've only seen the seals on the pints. Yeah. Normally the big ones, like the half gallons and stuff, I've never seen a seal on those. And those are the ones, it's the big ass cartons that y'all are taking out and licking. And Jade got some ice cream in Postmates the other day, and it looked like it had some little teeth marks or something in it. And she took a picture of it and was like, bitch,
one of y'all,
I'm literally not going to eat the fucking ice cream. I'm not going to eat the fucking ice cream because I feel like y'all are trying to be cute.
Whew. Okay. Lastly, I'm going to pass the read.
Pass the read like we used
to someone. Now, it looks like you maybe we're trying to tell a joke here about your name, but then you told me to call you Charlotte Pickles. So I'm just call you that because I'm not sure if you meant for both, whatever. So it says, the title of this email subject says Charlotte Pickles terminates Jonathan, Rugrats. Remember, Angelica's mama was Charlotte and she was always screaming at Jonathan on the phone.
Oh, yes. That assistant that we never saw.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, I do remember.
So Charlotte is Afro-Rican. She's from the Bronx. She says, the pendejo's name is irrelevant, but let's call him Jonathan. I was going to begin this with a roasting of a former coworker, subordinate, but I don't want to waste time talking about someone's basic hygiene needs and questionable hairlines. We all know what these fuckboy uniform entails. Instead, let's just get to where this Pendejo fucked up. She loves that word.
She does.
For the past year or so, Jonathan has been prank calling me and creating IG accounts dedicated to talking shit about me. He was also following my mother with both of his accounts. Jonathan and I worked together is in quotes, at a retail store 4 years ago. He confessed to me multiple times within the same hour that he was attracted to me.
Oh, God.
But
one of
dudes
those.
don't be understanding. I'm flattered but not interested. I told him this the first 2 times, and after that I began to respond with, I'm indifferent.
What?
I understand.
Okay.
I don't know what he thought I should be attracted to, but a man cheating on the mother of his children whose only way of feeling empowered is to try and fuck women in authority, and has openly bragged about how softly he hits the women he's with.
What?
Just doesn't fucking appeal to me.
Oh my God.
Also, he disrespected me multiple times because he was mad I was running the store and he wasn't. It's just retail. Who even gives a fuck? His latest account describes me as an ugly, broke bitch with a dirty apartment. There should be an asterisk that says the attached pics are the ones he attempted to roast. To let you know that A, she looks good, and B, her house is not, like, you can't even really
the fact that
see
she
her
sent
home.
pics like, I'm actually so fine.
Like, this is what he lives for. So, I mean, just for clarity.
Yes.
First and foremost, there is no way in hell Jonathan can tear me down, even on my worst day, acne on my face, my apartment a mess, and even when I only have $25 in my checking account, I'm still doing better than him on any given day. Have a seat, Jonathan, and let me tell you why. That acne on my face is from me eating good. I eat good because I have a lot to celebrate. I recently graduated from one of America's top universities. I got a promotion at my job. I also got an offer to work overseas at my dream job. I paid off most of my student loans. I got my tubes tied, and I just celebrated my 30th birthday with my wonderful boyfriend of 9 years. As for my messy apartment, what you see in my pics, since you want to zoom in and shit, is me chilling on my brand new couch, paid in full. Behind my couch is my classroom. I teach English to Chinese children online for $20 an hour. Had you stepped into a classroom at any point in time, you would have realized that my mama's got a side hustle. I'm not a broke bitch. I'm a goal-oriented bitch. My checking account is only seeing double digits because my savings is holding my actual funds.
Well, damn.
I'm saving for a comfortable life overseas. I'm saving to start a business. You can be mad. I'm just as indifferent as I was on the day you kept pressing me. The only reason I'm even acknowledging this is that I know there are women and femmes out there dealing with the same bullshit. These toxic men will bully us because they're not used to being told no by us. Not an ounce of our self-respect is dependent on them. Busy bitches ain't got time to tiptoe around feelings. Lastly, you think calling me a bitch hurts me? It's 2019. I feed off of being called a bitch.
Same, girl.
Your wounded masculinity is my foie gras. Which is,
she loves that delicacy shit. It's like very fancy.
Oh, I guess so. She eats your wounded masculinity.
Yeah, and she eats it with
I guess it's
the
like
nice
when people
crackers.
say they drink white tears.
Yeah, but this is like even classier. It's like your white champagne.
I love it.
Yes, it's beautiful.
P.S. Jonathan, how are you a whole drug dealer and your summer slow enough? And your summer's slow enough for you to be zooming in on my IG profile pics. You live in Brooklyn, go to a festival or something. Regards, Charlotte Pickles, CEO of Excelling at What the Fuck I Want.
Well, I mean, points were made.
I mean, I feel like there was a checklist of them.
She said the couch is paid in full, okay? Ain't no rent center bullshit over here like your mama might have going on at her house.
I actually have multiple jobs, achieved goals.
And it's true that a drug dealer in Brooklyn in July should be booked. How do you even have the time to troll me on Instagram?
Right.
You should be making deliveries all fucking day.
You got errands to run? Damn, that bad, huh?
You're not traveling all over the city right now, my nigga. So you hustling backwards then. I feel her though. I had an ex. I broke up with my ex and that nigga started creating fake Instagrams and fake Twitters. And I would always know it was him because it would randomly be somebody saying something like real rude and fucked up out of nowhere. Like if I post a picture of myself in a dress being like, you know that dress is too damn short. And so then I click on it and it's like, that's your hating ass again. Mad because me in this short dress left your ass again. And now I got to block you again. And I really wish you would just like find a life and get over me. It sounds like that's what Jonathan need to do right here and right now. Go off, sis. I understand. Bitch, don't hurt my feelings. Please, I know I'm a bitch. I'm actually supposed to be a bitch. It's not my job to be one of these hoes who y'all just keep y'all's egos stroked and keep you happy and want to make sure, you know, at all times men don't feel offended or challenged on anything. Bitch, I don't care about that or your fucking pussy ass feelings. Oh, not at all and not never.
I'm actually crocheting the word bitch onto a blanket for myself.
I don't know what you think your bitch ass feelings mean to me, my nigga. Literally nothing.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Charlotte, for that.
Yeah, I lived.
Oh, okay. My read this week is also very quick. It goes out to 4 white dumbasses by the names of Joshua Schaefer, Matthew Lip, Tyler Curtis, and Seth Taylor.
Matthew Lip.
They were each charged with vandalism, destruction of property, and a hate crime in May 2018. That is because the 4 of them covered their faces and used spray paint to draw swastikas on the exterior of their high school. They also wrote lots of homophobic slurs like fag. They called their teacher, I'm sorry, not their teacher, their principal is African American. And they wrote like Barton is a nigger or something like that on the wall, that sort of thing. This was April 2018.
Is Family Matters? Like,
now this is the only majority white high school in the county. This is like somewhere in the DMV area, so very racially diverse and all this. Okay. The only high school that is majority white. This is not in like the middle of some flyover state. This is someplace where you might think, what the fuck are y'all doing? Like, y'all would know better than this.
Right.
So these 4 are dumbasses for a few different reasons. Not even necessarily because you decided to tag the school. Like, kids do stupid shit like that all the time. You were dumb because you got caught because all 4 of you left your Wi-Fi on. As soon as you got on campus, your Wi-Fi automatically connected to the school's Wi-Fi. Every student has their own individual login. Therefore, all the school had to do was pull up the log and see whose phone connected to the Wi-Fi and at what time of day in order to find the 4 of you.
You idiot.
Now, first of all, I don't know how y'all thought that was not, like, I just don't know how that didn't even occur to you. So, but anyway, they have had to, they had different like sentences that they served out on the weekends. They had probation and community service. The hate crime will be expunged from their record when they complete probation. So it's not even like this is something that is going to haunt them for the rest of their lives or anything like that.
I feel like I know where this is going.
One of them gave a quote that said, I spray paint one racist thing and suddenly I'm a racist. Just because I did it doesn't mean I hate Jews or gay people or black people. Seth, my dear sweet bitch, Seth.
Oh my God.
Howard, this same person said that they were just going to spray paint class of 2018, but things got out of hand. Let me tell you something, baby. You don't go from class of 2018 or kids rule, parents drool to fuck these faggots, all the niggers must die. Swastikas and shit because you are perfectly great, normal teenagers who have no hatred in your heart and don't feel any type of way about anyone who is Jewish or black or queer. You don't get there that way, sis.
Matthew, Lip. So I know we were talking about this whole school spirit stuff, right? But what if instead we just call everyone niggers and fags?
And that's literally what happened. And they pulled aside the one that they thought would be most likely to snitch, and he did. And the other, he told immediately. And the other 3 were like, yo, I don't know what happened. Best of luck in your investigation. That's crazy. What? Who did what? That's crazy. Like, these kids are some assholes and some dumb ones on top of that. But sweetie, we can only go by your actions. People don't know whether you're racist or not until they see how you behave in situations. If you have the opportunity to vandalize a building and you choose to go with fuck all the gays or Mr. Burton is a dumb nigger or using fucking Nazi imagery instead of, I don't know, like some kind of Bart Simpson level prank where you would just spray paint some titties or something.
Right,
or
just spray paint a dick.
Like some dicks everywhere. Kid. Right. Like you put, and it was like covering the school. It was everywhere. It had people's like parents and grandparents scared to drop them off because you never know if kids are going to come to school and do something fucking crazy. Like it's not just like with the ice cream licking thing. This is not some innocent bullshit that you're doing here. This has real life repercussions and people don't know whether you playing or not. So it's best if you're going to play to keep it real childish and not do something that is actually a hate crime. And he asked, listen, you got to read the news story about it because they cuffed him and had to walk him past the cafeteria. He knew everybody was going to be eating lunch or whatever. He was like, can I cover my face? And the officer said, no, you deserve this. I know in my heart that officer was black.
I know it. I know it.
They were like, no, the fuck you cannot with your dumb ass.
The fuck not
I don't care, you 17, 18 years old. Like, you should have been smarter than this. Vandalize the school, okay, that's still wrong and dumb. Probably still could have got caught up on charges. But to then make it like so personal and so hateful to single out the black principal at this majority white school. Girl, fuck y'all.
Delicious that this person actually said that just because they spray painted something racist doesn't mean that they're racist. Because that is just so telling of so many Caucasians.
Ain't it?
It just is. Because like they will flat out just do something racist or say something racist and then turn right back around like, but I'm not racist. You know what I'm saying? My best friend is black. My husband black. My, you know, my grandbaby black. Whatever.
And what do that mean?
And it's like,
goddamn thing.
What? But to actually say it, and like, I just, that's so great. Because of course you're fucking racist, stupid. Like, what the fuck are you?
Sir, y'all spray painted swastikas. Y'all wrote KKK, Jews, fags, nigs. Girl.
So what defines a racist these days? Because you can lynch niggas, you can call people all kinds of slurs, you can, you know what I'm saying, like black people or gay people or Jewish people or whoever the fuck, Muslim people, from having any form of rights, life. You know what I'm saying?
You can separate South American children from their families and put them in fucking cages and not be a racist.
And not be racist. So what do the racists do? I'm lost at this point.
You know, I was watching Maude the other day. So good.
Maude the movie?
Maude, the old TV show with B. Arthur.
Yes, I love that show.
And Norman Lear, you know, he had some controversial shows and they were quite real about race. Yeah. And what I really miss is white people who stood up in their racism.
Thank you.
I really
was saying that when I watched that same show.
Yes. I really appreciate how frank they were talking about race and how the ones who were racist were not trying to act like they weren't. They weren't like, oh, I'm not racist. I just say all these terrible racist things. They were just like, yo, if niggas move in, the property values are going way down and I'm moving out.
Straight like that. What was the neighbor's name? The conservative neighbor that lived, the guy who lived right next door to Maude.
Oh, I don't know. I can't remember. I've only watched like maybe 5 or 6 episodes, but the one with Florida Evans where her husband was going to make her quit. And
it was James.
Yeah, but his name was Henry then.
Oh yeah, they did call him something else.
So, but like that episode was very full of like realness about race and all this. And
every time
I'm like, why are we not doing this no more?
Was on screen.
Yes,
there was something. But yeah, there were a lot of like political discussions back in those shows, and they were very frank about being like, we don't give a fuck. And
don't like these niggers.
It was just like, where is that?
Right. Where are the racists who are still like, yep, that's me.
We're the
fully racist,
grown, on 2 feet, standing in my bigotry.
It's like
bigots.
I can almost respect it more when you're willing to stand up in it and be behind it. But to say just because I said and did something racist doesn't mean I'm racist. Just don't curl over, girl.
It's just like admitting that you're racist, first of all, opens you to whatever possible damages could happen to your brand, if any, or your business or whatever. I think that that's what has been most concerning for white people is that being branded a racist, especially in the age where everything goes viral and every single thing that you do is on the internet, and we start calling you Patty and Molly and whatever the fuck else, and you start calling cops on black people. Like now it's like, oh no, and has been forever. I mean, for a while anyway. I wouldn't. Oh no, and because they know that it can cost them their jobs, and it can cost them money and all of that other stuff. It's like, nah, bitch, because you're wasting so much time. You're wasting so much time because now you got to have this redundant ass conversation or rant again about how the fuck racism even works, knowing full well that you gonna act like we're speaking some other language that you've never fucking heard of, that doesn't exist anymore or whatever. No, and then just continue to kill niggas or. A pox. A pox in your whole lineage.
So fuck them and anybody who thinks that you can say or do any number of racist things and yet not be a racist, because literally you are a racist because of your thoughts or actions.
They're just children.
No, bitch. They are not. They cause actual property damage.
Kids do crazy things all the time.
No, they do. Kids do crazy things. You know, they drive too fast, or they drive and text, or
they're 7 and say that you beat them. That's just not funny.
Or they're 7 and they don't like their mama boyfriend, so they said that nigga beat them.
I'm just picturing like Riley Freeman because he was about 7 or 8. Remember the episode? When does this turn into a Boondocks archive? Remember the episode where his teacher said nigga because he kept saying nigga all of the time?
I think so.
And the teacher got in trouble for saying nigga. They were on the news, and Riley fully played it up. Like, he said I would never be anything because I'm just a black nigga. That's how I see that, baby.
Oh my God. I remember being mad at Riley for that because I really did have a teacher who was racist and would say racist things to me.
Absolutely, yeah.
Like one of them actually told me I would never learn anything. And I was like, oh, I'm calling my mama because that don't feel right.
And I remember that episode was based on like a real clip or a real incident like many of the other ones. Of course. Because I don't remember who it was, but I remember that scene where the teacher is like, I didn't say nigger. I said nigga. That is something that actually happened.
And to this day, white people be like, I didn't say ER. I said A. Like, girl, you can't say none of it. You can't even hint at it. You can't even lip it. Girl, bitch, please.
I don't give a fuck what trap niggas you know.
That's really it.
Fuck you or your sister.
Sure don't.
That shit ain't gonna fly.
Woo! All right. That wraps up this week's episode of The Read. Check us out on social media at This Is The Read. Our website is thisistheread.com. Thank you so much to everyone who came out to our Essence show. Essence itself, man, there was a lot going on. My God. Yeah. New Orleans, you are in our prayers with this insane weather y'all have going on down there. Pray that everybody stays safe. But I had a great time at Essence. I am so excited for Robin Thede's new show, A Black Lady Sketch Show.
So good.
Nigga, we screened the first episode. When I tell you, you hoes are absolutely not ready for what Robin and the team of black women are about to do with this show. Y'all are absolutely not ready.
It's funny, and so you're gonna get that, but it's also so important for like black writing and representation.
Yes.
And like the things that those women were talking about after the screening was over and how like just more fulfilling of an experience they were able to have as creators of this show and actors and writers and directors and all that stuff, just because they didn't have to do this dance around white people trying to get them to understand the culture, even though they're like steam pressed to display the culture that they don't understand.
Yes.
It's like, we just got to go in there and be funny because we didn't have to explain to everybody what like twerking is or, you know.
We got to just go be funny because we didn't have to be the black people who explain the black part of the joke.
Or play the only black person or represent all black women.
Exactly.
Blah, blah, blah. Like, y'all, watch the show. It's
so
fucking
good.
funny.
It's so
really
fucking hilarious. There are a million fucking cameos. The trailer is already out, so if you haven't seen it, go check it out. But thank you to Dime Davis, who is the director, the first black woman to direct sketch comedy, insane, or a sketch TV show. Lauren Ashley Smith, who I believe is the first black head writer of a sketch comedy show. And Natasha Rothwell for sitting down with me at the HBO brunch and talking about the show and y'all's careers and just the incredibleness of this project. And I actually asked them for some advice on like what we should be getting ready for as far as our show is concerned. So it was just a great conversation, really, really important, and really looking forward to that show. So thank you, HBO, for the opportunity because I had a blast.
And the open bar. And
can't get enough of that open bar.
Hugged Iyanla, so check.
Oh my God. I hugged. Are we doing that? Because
I mean, let's just do it because
India Moore hugged me 3 times.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Finally met Scotty Beam, the cutest girl in the world.
Absolutely a vision.
An absolute doll.
So smart.
Love her down.
Patti LaBelle waved.
Patti LaBelle waved. Yeah, she said, thank you, baby, when I told her I loved her. I fully ascended to God right at that moment.
Saw Adele. We got to see Amber. Estelle. I'm so sorry.
Yes, we did see Estelle.
Mac Wilds.
Oh God, Mac Wilds. I embarrassed myself. I'll tell y'all that story one day. Jesus God, that was embarrassing.
Thank goodness that he's a nigga that doesn't.
Right. He was very, very charming about it. Very sweet.
Probably would have had. I think he would have been a douche to respond to that in any other
Then
way.
like, excuse me, because when I was like, I feel like I'm the only one who doesn't know you, but like maybe I've seen you on a BT commercial or something.
And y'all were just talking and looking real cute.
Yeah.
And I was like, are you flirting with Mac Wilds right now? And you're like, oh, you're Mac Wilds.
She was just mad.
I was like, I don't know this bitch. a fucking day in my life.
Oh man, yeah, the VIP lounge was a lot. There was a lot going on.
I feel like
I know I'm missing. I know I'm missing.
Obviously, Missy Elliott was worth it. Fantastic. She brought out Katrina.
Oh, bitch.
She brought out Katrina.
Yes, she did. And Monica.
I experienced Missy and Trina on stage together at the same time. And she brought out Monica for So Gone.
Yes, she did. Oh, God. Missy's whole set.
The choreography.
Bitch, when I tell you, Missy puts on a motherfucking show.
Nothing less. I'm tired of y'all bitches playing and acting like you don't know what the fuck time it is.
And if you wasn't there Sunday night, that Atlanta set that JD did.
Oh, I wasn't.
Nigga, well, no, you wasn't. Yeah, but nigga, when I tell you it was me and Asante was in there acting the fuck up.
Mary in her over-the-knee boots. Served as usual.
Bopped her ass all over that stage. Like, the performances were really good. We got there actually at the tail end of Michelle Obama doing her speech. I was like, you know,
just to be in the presence.
70% of these aunties about to get up and leave as soon as Auntie Shell is done. But yes, just being in her presence, and so many of the clips from her talk have gone up. I've seen them all over social media since then. So
I got to meet Van Jess finally.
India Moore hugged me 3 times.
Yeah, that is a thing that happened. I'm forgetting.
I know I'm forgetting so many people. I know I am.
It was overall a pretty... it's
kind of a blur.
Roy Wood Jr. came to our show.
Roy Wood Jr. came to and then talked to us.
And then made it a point as
to
he was
speak to us.
By, to stop and say that it was good. And
I'm like, are you fucking kidding?
What the fuck were you doing there? Right,
like, so you just came, you just came to our show?
You came. Okay.
I was fully blown away.
Thank you so much.
Fully blown away, man.
I was curled up in the ball for most of it. It's just like that was, I mean, I really wanted to see Missy, obviously.
Yeah.
And not only did I want to see Mary, but I wanted to experience Mary with Dustin, which was so worth it.
You know how he is.
I mean, went up full stand mode. As I was. Yeah. Overall, Auntie Con was great. And yeah, my thoughts and prayers definitely going out to New Orleans for dealing with whatever weather it is.
Yeah.
Right after having to deal with all of these, because I know born and bred New Orleans niggas were like, oh, go home. I just know it.
Ooh, I know
it. Being from a city that has an overwhelming amount of niggas who come out for one weekend just to be niggas, I know what it feels like to be like, please find the first thing smoking and beat it. So, as I said, this country don't even deserve y'all, but God bless.
Yeah, there was a lady working security at the Superdome, and I said to her, I know you ready for us to go home. She was like, no, baby, that's not it. I said, ma'am, I know you are. I know you ready, and it's okay. I just hope we bring in enough money to the city to make it worth it. And she said, thank you. I said, damn, we on their nerves. We tipped the bartenders. My last night at the Superdome, I gave them bartenders $100 each.
Oh, I did too. I definitely tipped them bartenders $100.
Had a great time.
First of all, you deserve it.
You do.
Secondly, I'm coming back.
Right.
And I'm coming back.
And I want you to, as soon as you see me, I want you to know I'm getting 2 drinks. And I know I don't have to wait. When they saw me in the Asante coming, they was like, oh, okay, you know what? What you want? What you want? What you got? What is it? This never hurts to show people some kindness and some generosity. So thank you so much, New Orleans, for your hospitality. Do we have any other news this week? I don't think so.
I don't think that we do either.
Okay. Do you have a word of wisdom or a acronym you want to give us?
I will say mind the business that pays you.
Mm-hmm.
Because my concern is not cheap.
And you know what? That is a word for the people that they need in this time.
Be good to yourself and to others. And we will see you next time.
Bye, y'all.